Alright, what is up? We're breaking down the Manny Paquio versus Mario Barrios fight card. They're fighting this weekend. I'm going to start with the prelims, work all the way up to the main event. It's going to be a good fight card. There's lots of great fights early and later on too, obviously. The first fight on the card is Abel Ramos, 27-6-2 versus Jose Sanchez, 14-5-1. 8 rounds at welterweight. Let's start with Abel Ramos. He is a name that real boxing heads know. He's been in some wars. The dude went life and death with Yordenis Ugas. That fight was razor thin. He's a tough guy. He's got grit, and he's always shows up in shape. But the big question is now, how much is left in the tank? He's been out of the ring for over a year now since his loss to Cody Crowell, and at 32 with a lot of miles on him, this might be a tune-up or a test. Jose Sanchez is a solid fighter, not flashy, but he's got experience, good training, and he's active. You won't catch him admiring his work. He throws punches in bunches. If Ramos is even a little bit flat, Sanchez could steal rounds just by being busier. My prediction is I'm leading Ramos by decision, but don't be shocked if the scorecards are tight. This one might get chippy in the later rounds. The next fight on the card is Omar Salcedo, 20-2 versus Brian Gallegos, 8-1. It's 8 rounds at super lightweight. Salcedo got super clean record, and he fights like a guy who wants to impress. He's aggressive but controlled. He doubles the jab, he sets up angles, and he throws combinations. You can tell he knows how to pick his spots. The 2 losses, one was a split decision, one was majority, but both were super close. He's a problem at 140 if matched right. Gallegos, on the other hand, is a bit of a wild card. He's 8-1, still raw in some areas, but he's game. He's got pop in his right hand, and he'll come forward. The danger here is if he throws caution to the wind, because Salcedo starts too slow. Gallegos can make this a dogfight. My prediction is Salcedo by late TKO or clear decision. He's just too polished, but Gallegos could land something big early. Umir Marsal, 5-0 versus Bernard Joseph, 11-2-1 is the next fight on the card. If you're Filipino or if you watch the Tokyo Olympics, you know Umar Marsal. Big pressure, big power, and he's learning fast in the pro game. He's 5-0 with 4 KOs, and he hasn't even had a clean run in the pros yet. Injuries, opponent changes, and short camps. Still, he's looked like a killer every time he stepped in the ring. Heavy hands, good patience, and now he's stepping in with Bernard Joseph, who took this on short notice. Bernard's record is respectable, 11-1, but he's never seen someone like Marsal. The only thing he's got going for him is that he's 160 pounds, and Marsal has been bouncing between super middleweight and middleweight, so maybe his size helped. But if Umir spells blood early, this could be ugly. My prediction is Marsal by KO in under 3 rounds. If he wants to make a statement, this is the spot. The next fight on the prelims is Jersey Barrios, 5-0 versus Sergio Aldana, 4-0. It's 6 rounds of super lightweight. This kind of fight is what I love to see on the prelims. 2 undefeated guys, both under 6 fights, both trying to figure out if they're the real deal or not. Jersey Barrios is the sharper of the 2. He works behind it, the jab, stays pretty disciplined, and he doesn't load up too much. He likes to box, slick movement, not a brawler. Sergio Aldana, he's more aggressive. He'll come forward, throw overhands, and try to bully the fight. I don't think he has the fitness Vargas has, but if Vargas gets lazy on defense or starts coasting, Aldana could absolutely make this a war. Could be fan-friendly scrap. My prediction is Vargas by majority decision, close fight with at least 1 wild round. The last card on the prelims is Joseph Brown, 5-0 versus Aaron Watson, 2-1. It's 4 rounds at super welterweight. Alright, short one here, just 4 rounds. Joseph Brown is 5-0 and being brought along at a nice pace. He's composed, has decent footwork, and keeps everything tight, no wasted motion. Aaron Watson is 2-1. That draw tells you he's been in a tight fight already. He's got a bit of an awkward rhythm. He's not easy to time, but unless he does something big early, I think the judges lean towards the cleaner, sharper guy. My prediction is Brown by decision. Not a banger, but technically clean. Now we're jumping in the main card. Brandon Figueroa, 24-1 versus Joet Gonzalez, 27-4. It's 10 rounds at featherweight. So we're opening the main card with Brandon the Heartbreaker Figueroa versus Joet Gonzalez. This one is guaranteed violence. If you watch Figueroa, you already know the deal. High pressure, insane gas tank, and pressure that never stops. Dude is like a human blender. He's not always as sharp as defensively, but he'll drown you in output. That's what he did to Louis Neary and nearly worked on Stephen Fulton too. Joet Gonzalez is like the ultimate litmus test guy at featherweight. If you're elite, you beat him clean. If you're not, he makes you pay. He's got a tight guard, throws everything hard, and doesn't back up easy, but he's taken a lot of punishment over the years. This one's going to be chest to chest. Both guys love the phone booth. Prediction is Figueroa by decision, 10 rounds of mayhem. My prediction is Figueroa by decisions, 10 rounds of mayhem, and I'm here for it. David Piscasso, 25-0-1 versus Kayun Kameda, 15-4-2. I butchered that name really bad. I'm sorry for that. It's 10 rounds at featherweight. David Piscasso is one of the cleanest Mexican prospects in the game right now against Japanese Kayun Kameda. Piscasso is all skills, thinks angles, footwork, and a super clean jab. He's a cerebral fighter, never rushing, always picking guys apart, and now he's finally a part of a big U.S. card. Kameda comes from that fighting Kameda family, lots of pride, but he's been inconsistent. He's tough, no doubt, but he's slower and hittable, especially if Piscasso gets in a rhythm. Honestly, this might be a coming out party for Piscasso. My prediction is Piscasso wins wide on the cards, maybe a late knockdown if Kameda fades. The next fight on the card is Mark Magasso, 27-2 versus Jonathan Mata, 11-2. It's 10 rounds of featherweight. Now this one is bounce back fight for Mark Magasso. I think he's trying to send a message here. He's coming off two tough losses, first to Barrios in a title defense, then to Brandon Figueroa in a slugfest, but both were competitive, but showed some holes in the gas tank and ability to adjust. Now he gets Jonathan Mata, who's solid, but nowhere near the same level as the fighters he just fought. Mata's rugged, comes forward, but he's C-plus version of what Magasso just went through. This is all about confidence and reestablishing the knockout threat. My prediction is Magasso, KO, and 4. Big left hook, early crowd pop. The next fight on the card is Gary Russell Jr., 31-2 versus Sal Castaneda, 15-5-1. 10 rounds at junior welterweight. This one's got some name power, but it's a little strange. Gary Russell Jr., yeah, the ultra-fast former featherweight champ is back, but he's jumping way up to 140. This is a big leap for a guy who spent years fighting once every 12 months at 126. Castaneda is a durable Mexican brawler, not flashy, not elite, but he's a guy who makes you work. So this fight will tell us whether Russell's skills carry up in weight or if he's just collecting a check. That said, speed is speed. My prediction is Russell Jr. by shutout decision unless ring rush really bites him. Alright, main event time. Mario Barrios, 29-2 versus Manny Paquio. 68 questions to be answered. Pascal showing out Figueroa bringing chaos, and Pacquiao, does he still got it? He's either writing a new chapter or getting humbled. Either way, grab your popcorn. It's Vegas. Let's go.